Oh my God, we're live.
We're live, and I haven't shared the link yet, so it's not really any use. Okay. Uh, okay, so I wasn't totally prepared there.
They don't need me in there for this train wreck.
Well,
Why
you're
won't
never
it-
prepared anyway, so it's all good.
So we're par for the course then.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. Okay, let me type this in while so we can get actually people that want to see us.
You mean Patty? Just the one person?
Well, there's probably hundreds of people waiting. She's just the only one who voiced that she was looking for a link.
A link to the past?
Yeah.
I'm making Legend of Zelda jokes. Do 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 do.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that's why you giggled, because you got that, but apparently...
I did not get that at all, and now I can't find the show. Oh, it's in a Hangout, that's why. Anyway, okay. There's 4 of those up. Okay, so you got to get up in 7 hours, Kevin?
Yes. So you're the one that has a bunch of stuff to talk about, and you said 10 minutes.
Bunch of stuff. And, well, 10 minutes. He's counting us down.
Harry and the Hendersons. I'm just going to throw out random obscure things, Kevin.
So I was at I went to Michael's last night to get a frame for my print, and I was walking around with the cardboard tube in my hands, you know, like this, the cardboard tube, and so I'm in the frame aisle swinging my tube around, you know, because that's what real men do, and there's these Hispanic women. Okay, and they are standing there. They got this little tiny kid, and he's like, "Hey," he didn't want to go. You know, he was for some reason happy in the frame aisle. I don't know, but they were like, "You better come with us, Dominic, or that man's gonna take you." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm looking around, like, "Really, me of all people?" But like the person I was with said, "Dude, you're looking for frames. You're clearly not a danger to society." So I'm like, "Whatever." So they were gone in the bathroom at the time anyway, so they're like, "The man's going to take you." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm looking around. I didn't get it. And she's like, "You better get back over here or he is going to take you." And I turn and I look, and he looks at me like, and he just moves his arm. He's like, "Huh?" And I looked at him, and I was like, "Hell yeah, little man, we're going to go get some tacos." And then I look up and realize that his people are brown. And I was like, "Oh, and some beers." And he looks back at his mom, and he starts walking towards me.
Nice.
Yeah, he was coming to me. Tacos and beers. The fat guy's all right. So they had to grab him. So my friend comes out of the bathroom, and all she hears is fucking screaming. The screaming kid, and sees me laughing my ass off laying on the framing counter, because that's what real men do.
Yeah.
And that was an odd experience for me, for somebody to just put me out there. That man's going to take you. And I'm like, who would do that to their kid, you know?
Well, somebody came up to us. How old was Kiefer at the store? Maybe 8 or 9. And our oldest son had the worst habit ever. He could go to the store and walk around for 30 minutes, or he could walk around for 2 minutes. Didn't matter. When it was time to leave, all of a sudden, I got to take a shit. So you got to find a bathroom for the kid. So I take him to the bathroom, and he had another bad habit of he would go in there and sit there and just sit there. Like 20 minutes. I'd go in there after 10 minutes. No, there's no shit taking going on in the bathroom. There's just some kid sitting on the toilet, my kid, swinging his legs around, singing a song to himself. And I'm like, "Kiefer, let's go. It is time to go." No! Like, literally, "I'm not finished yet." Like, you need to finish. Just finish what you're doing. Let's go. I'm leaving at the count of 3. I don't know why. I mean, it's just parental instinct. I think you think that you can count down shit, you know? Like we're NASA or something.
Countdown shit. He's in the bathroom.
Countdown shit. So I'm standing outside the door, and all Kiefer's doing is screaming at the top of his lungs in a singing manner. No! His voice, I can tell that he's swinging his legs because he's like, no. And some lady's outside, and she's like, you should really go in there and check on him. Someone could be molesting him. I'm like, he's just being an ass. Just leave him alone. He's being an ass. He does this all the time. She's like, no, really, there could be somebody else in there. It's like, all right, woman, just mind your own business. I don't know who does that. Probably the same people that told our kids when our cat went missing. Everybody else, you go around door to door. We don't have kids, Kevin, but inevitably you will lose a cat. Or in my case, my wife tells me we have to get rid of this devil cat. So you take it to Dumb Friends League and put it in a cage and write something, or take the dog twice. And then we'll just tell the kids that the cat ran away or the cat died.
Is that what you do?
Yes, that's what you do.
Oh my God, I took my kids with me to the shelter to drop the fucking thing
Oh
off.
no, Lisa makes me go. I'm the one who goes, and I have to come up with some excuse like, oh, my kid's allergic or whatever.
Right now. And
So,
my mom did.
We had to go door to door. I learned that was a horrible mistake. Never tell your kids that the animal is missing. Tell it died. All right? So, all you people, lie to your kids, but lie good. Tell them that it died. Don't tell them it ran away, because if it ran away, that means you've got to go door to door and put up posters and all that shit. When you know the animal's gone, you know where it is. Everybody's nice, though. You knock on their door and you're like, have you seen my cat? And they're like, no, I'm sorry, honey, I haven't seen your cat, but I'll keep an eye out. We go to this one guy's house. He goes, maybe a coyote got it. You're like, motherfucker, you can't say that to a child.
You can't embellish the lie. It's your lie.
I'm lying here, Don't tell my kid what could happen, because then I gotta hear, what if a coyote got it?
And their only view of a coyote is, ooh, I'm about to date myself. Wile E. Coyote. I guess that's probably not every kid's view of coyote nowadays.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin had the right idea, not doing a show. Yeah.
Well,
we got two comments so far. First up, Patty's calling me out, so screw you, Patty. And some random girl named Summer Blah says, hey. So,
Summer what?
Blah.
Like blah, B-L-A-H?
B-L-A-H, yes.
Blah. Outstanding.
Here, why don't you type this, Kevin? I have a witty response that you should type.
Well, she can hear, so you can just verbally say it.
Oh, I can't do it.
I guess we don't understand technology.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'll say this.
Well, we got a fan we didn't know it yet.
Well, we had that one Italian guy that you guys scared
Hey,
off.
The Italian guy that was in Florida.
the guy that we ruined his vacation. We'll just say, hey, Summer. Yeah. We got nothing.
I got now.
Hey.
My name's Blaise. What do I know about, anything?
Well, you guys talk because I need to go pee. And so enjoy.
And I'm getting comments from the show on my phone because I don't understand technology and I don't know how that's happening.
So, actually, I want to hear these comments.
I'm a computer.
Oh, it's from the page itself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was like, okay, because our page is manager.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah,
Patty says, screw me. Yeah.
I was hoping to find something a little less depressing than watching Guy Fieri stuff his fat face with various pork dishes. I guess that's not going to happen, though. I'll watch anyways. Well, we're better than Guy Fieri. Isn't that the guy I get most compared to because I'm chubby and have bad hair?
I bet he has a chain wallet, too.
He does.
I'm betting that Guy Fieri. Yeah. Where's your wristbands, buddy? Just do it, Blaise. Get some wristbands.
I found a whole box of Livestrong armbands in my mom's barn. I was like, what the hell did those come from?
That's why
Maybe you need to wear sunglasses like backwards on the like a douche.
And that I don't do, but I do put them on my hat. And I realize I only wear the hat because my hairline's weird, and I'm not self-conscious about that at all because
Just
I'm
like
a man.
Guy Fieri's.
If somebody had to play me in a movie, it would have to be him, yes. We have the same physique. I just don't have the money or the talent or the shiny red car.
You know who would play Kevin, right? Look at him. That's Eric Roberts all the way. You are Eric, yeah.
Well, the voice is low.
Well, Actually, it would be Brett from the Flight of the Conchords, but that's okay.
Oh, there you go. I've never watched that show either, but
you have a pretty
comedy.
You have a pretty
Pretty mouth.
theme there, don't you? You're thinking a lot of yourself, aren't you?
Watching Portlandia today while in a hotel.
I know. One of my friends was like, if there's ever a movie made of you, Brett from Flight of the Conchords would play you. So.
There's no problem. Did you pee? Are you peeing now?
No, I need to go pee. So you guys
go ahead. Go ahead.
Just take the computer with you. Are those two dildos? Or is that a chair?
Was he sitting on two dildos?
Look at him. I don't know what they are.
Look like painted wine bottles. Why would somebody paint their wine bottles?
It looks like he's got like. Are those pantyhose? It looks like pantyhose.
No, it's just suspenders because he watches Portlandia.
Oh, there's suspenders?
Mm-hmm. I can't see the comments everybody's making, so I guess I probably could, but I don't know how. And this is why we need Kevin.
Yeah, this is why we need
our buffer. I needed a crescent wrench 3 times this week, and I did not have one on my person.
How do you not have a crescent wrench?
I have one in my car, and I have one in the extra bedroom where all my shit's piled up. Like tools.
Where did you need it that you didn't have your car?
On my new machine, the CB antenna that they decided I needed to have. I didn't have a tool to tighten it, and I'm not going.
Did you talk to anybody on your CB?
Yeah, well, I listened to truck drivers speak in Spanish, but they don't say the swear words I know or the food products I love, so I don't know what they're saying to me.
Why don't you ever just get some of those guys to bring you food?
You know what's funny?
You're like, hey, if you want to, I'll bring you first in line to give you your load of asphalt.
For the last 2 years, I've been getting burritos all the time, you know?
Right.
And I found out it was from a white guy named Gene. Brings the best burritos. Today, David climbs up on my loader and hands me a sausage McMuffin with egg. I get McDonald's from the brown people and burritos from Big Fat Gene, who's never going to watch this. So that
Mexicans like our fast food, though.
They do.
They love pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, they love pizza.
And they like Santiago's, too. I was surprised.
Santiago's is good.
Yeah, I got a $600,000 machine, which is a nice vote of confidence for a guy like me. And they put a $20 CB in it with a big whip antenna. And it's like, I don't know what anybody's saying anyway.
Is it Craco?
No, it's a badass Cobra with all knobs I don't know how to work. Big chrome. So I'm reading the instructions on how to work this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, it was just, it's like when my parents got that first BMW, my dad went to Checker and put exhaust tips on it.
Nice.
He said, you want to drive it? I said, shit, yeah, I want to drive it. So we're driving, hauling ass out by Bar Lake, and I hear this clang, 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 clang. Like, what the hell is that? And he said, oh, shit, better turn around. Your mom's going to be pissed. And I was like, what? And there's this silver can sitting in the middle of the road. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And he's like, oh, I got exhaust tips for it at Checker. And I'm like, you can't put Checker shit on a brand new Beamer?
Yes, you can.
What the hell's your problem? And I get out, and it's got a faux carbon fiber license plate ring. He went all out at Checker. I'm like, oh, man.
He got the full Vato package.
Oh, yeah. All he was missing was the double windshield wipers, you know?
Oh, no, not the double windshield. The ones that have the louvered.
Yeah, with the fins on them.
That's right, fins.
Kevin doesn't know what we're talking about because he doesn't live in a rural area full of Hispanic people with Marlboro men on the back of their trucks.
Oh, I used to. I mean, I know all about, like, super hickey mobiles, like, you know, Camaros with T-tops and stuff like that. I know.
Whoa.
Don't disrespect the T-top.
I just looked at one of those at the pawn shop the other day. Massa has got a mint condition 87 IROC convertible. Mint.
Redline?
No, just a regular IROC. It's gorgeous.
All right.
$12,000. I'm like, you're crazy. I'll give you $3,500.
Blaise, what's the last vehicle made that has T-tops?
Well, Firebirds and the Camaros had them until they quit making those.
Oh, this was in the 90s?
So.
The 90s.
That's got to be something lame like a Camry.
Oh, no, it wasn't a Camry. It's a little SUV, kind of like a Geo Tracker.
Ooh, that was going to be my guess when you said a little SUV.
It's like a Suzuki X.
The little X90 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Those were kind of cool.
Yeah, it had T-tops on it.
That's like that Isuzu Cross Tour or whatever, that weird looking
Via Cross.
Via Cross. Those are badass.
Yeah, the Iron Man one.
Except they're Isuzus and they'll never run.
Whatever happened to Joe Isuzu? I like Joe Isuzu.
I liked him in Airplane when he played the Hare Krishna.
Yeah. I liked him on, what was the show?
Empty Nest.
Empty Nest, that's right.
With Mulligan guy.
Mulligan.
Every other show.
Seriously, we're talking about Empty Nest now? Is it?
Well, we can talk about my underwear this morning.
Yes.
Did you have a malfunction?
I did have a malfunction.
You did?
I took a shower last night, and I got all cleaned up, went to bed, and I put on some underpants. I was pretty happy with myself, didn't put a lot of thought into it. I get up this morning, and I'm like, oh, morning itches and, pops and creaks. Well, I reached down to give my ass a scratch, kind of in the crease, and I touched flesh. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, that can't be good. They must have really, I don't know, maybe they rolled up on me. I don't know. No, dude, the whole fucking crotch is like blown out, like somebody just came in and just cut them out with scissors. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So that was a little shocking for me to just reach down, do a simple itch, and catch my own skin, which disturbed me.
You do understand you don't lock your door, right? So that
I have to now.
That first case scenario could have been true.
True.
Never underestimate a tweaker with time.
I'm going to go down the hall. I'm going to cut that man's underpants up. He go scratch himself while he's making a tuna fish sandwich. Never buy Safeway store brand solid white albacore, because you know what? It's not solid nor white nor albacore. It's fucking chunk pink shit. And I, in my first world, don't eat chunk pink tuna. I only eat solid white albacore and cover it in mayonnaise and pickles. Which I'm out of pickles, so if anybody wants to start a Kickstarter for me, I need a Costco membership so I can go buy pickles. Because I won't eat any other pickles but the Costco Weisky Red. They're Polish.
Yeah, but in Poland they think they're just cucumbers.
They're so good, so good. So I need to start a Kickstarter to give me a Costco membership. Because I'm not paying $200.
It's about the best thing I've heard all week for a Kickstarter campaign.
Have you seen the new John Lajoie Kickstarter video? Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
No.
I'll post it another day. I don't want him to, I don't want his 100 million views to try and eclipse our 700 million.
Well, speaking of views, Patty has retorted with "Kevin is sitting on a wine bottle?" ? Yeah.
What's that about?
We discussed this while you were gone, Kevin.
Oh,
What you're sitting on is either two white dildos, or Blaise says you painted two wine bottles white.
Both.
Yeah, just put.
He can't see what I'm doing.
Kevin, just put your hand on it, real quick.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
No, put your hand on it.
Put your hand on it, around it.
Put my hand, this hand right here, on this. This is what you want.
Yes.
This. You want me to touch it? Point at it?
You can touch it if you want, but that's not.
That's gonna really, really get us booted off YouTube.
That's right. Or
it'll get us the views we've been longing for.
Second question.
Maybe get us that 48 cents a month we've been needing.
Are those pantyhose on your bed?
What's this stripy thing on your bed?
Pants that I had to wear for a.
No, the skinny black.
The skinny black things. Those are not pants.
No. Up by the pillow.
Near the pillow.
Joshing points like
I know. The tie?
Yeah. I wore a tie today at work because we had this grand opening.
Let's count. Grand opening of what?
We changed management, so we got new people. So they had the Board of Commerce came and crap like that.
What?
Don't worry
What
about
is he
it.
doing?
I don't know. I can't tie a tie, so whatever he's doing right now looks like magic to me.
It is magic.
It has to be because I can't do it. I have all my ties. I just loosen them up, take them off over my head, and that's it. I don't have any ties left now.
See, now I have to talk because I can't see properly. So yeah, there we go. Better?
Wow, you did not get that job if that's how you went.
No, I already have my job. It's at my current job, so no.
I thought you were a tutor.
I am.
What?
What do you mean change management?
You mean changed management? You mean someone thought that purchasing a tutoring business was a good investment opportunity?
Yes, because a lot of these places and bigger places are multi-million-dollar places. So yeah.
You said places a lot, and that's vague.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess you're
My
not
my
tutoring.
my current boss, who's also the owner, it's a franchised out. Yeah, she had a few.
like Kumon, or no, I mean, obviously not like the same, but you know what I mean. That kind of franchise concept, like Kumon or Sylvan Learning Centers, the tutoring places.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously you're not in a strip mall next to a faux plate, pho for our Vietnamese viewers. Fucking bullshit. So, God, I want some soup.
stay on target.
Uh.
Continue to make fun of me or whatever statement that you're gonna do.
No, it's like a chain. You said it's like a
Yes.
franchise. Oh, dude, there's got to be money in it though. There's no overhead. You don't have
That's the overhead, right there.
right. There's the overhead.
But you charge kids like $50 an hour, and you have like 3 kids at once, and then you can bring in a bunch of people.
Wow, that's
$50 an hour.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
a great edit there. That's awesome.
You're not
got
gonna do it.
3 kids at once, $50 an hour. That's one hell of a Craigslist ad right there. Kevin.
Oh no! What are you gonna do after that? Or is this your thing?
I have no idea.
That's the spirit.
Let me ask you a question. In all seriousness, but at the same time to try to make you feel bad about yourself. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Have you had this talk with yourself that you're tutoring these kids? What are you gonna do when the inevitable happens that you tutor one of these kids and they get into a prestigious school and then get some kick-ass awesome job, and then you see them out and they're rolling around in their $130,000 BMW 760? Are you gonna be like, oh?
Why would I be A lot of the kids that they have money already, so
I would have to for $50 an hour.
yeah. So
If you're going to teach me basic algebra, I'm going to need at least 400 hours.
that's fine. I've taught. If I can teach other kids, I think I can teach you.
No, you can't. I hate it. I've not had a use for it in my life at all, and I know that now. Sorry if there's any children watching. More sorry for their parents for allowing it. But,
Yeah, there's no use for it.
I've not used. I mean, I've used basic algebra. I got through algebra by the skin of my teeth. I aced geometry. They said, well, now you can go to algebra 2. And I said, oh, I think you missed the point. Do I need to graduate? And they said, no, but that's the next step. And I, in typical fashion of me, I did what I wanted and skipped that step and just gave up on math completely.
But doesn't it make your job hard, Blaise? Because I'm sure your boss comes to you every day and says, Blaise, Pit A has 3 times the amount of Pit B, and I need you to put 6 times the amount of Pit A and B into Pit C. Doesn't that happen to you all the time?
I have a guy for that. His name's Danny.
Okay.
I just call Danny, and he just, no.
No.
I'm to that point in my life, I have people for those things. I don't need to deal with that. I have a phone that has probably the same calculations on it I did a week ago. Let's see what's on my calculator.
I have used
My hours for the week, which means I actually used it today.
I have used the Pythagorean theorem before.
Me too,
In
and it was
construction.
way too spicy.
I need to figure out if my
It's like cumin.
if the walls were square. So you measure over 3 feet, you measure over 4 feet, you measure between the 2 points, and if it's 5 feet, you're square.
Would that be Pythagorean theorem?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the same thing.
I've always just called
But
it
it's-
square and
But
root.
it's a set figure. You don't have
I
to
guess.
do all the. It's 3, 4, 5. If I
Yeah,
do
it's
3,
a
4,
standard
5,
3, 4, 5 right triangle. It's yeah. Huh.
right. So if I do that, I'm good. So usually it's never right, and I blame white guys for that.
I've found that you can pretty much blame white guys for most problems in the world.
Most problems in the world are white guys.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be anybody else, though. I wouldn't trade places. Would you? Could you be a millionaire Hispanic?
Yeah.
Like $1 million.
Hispanic, yeah.
Okay. How many millions would it take for you to be black, though?
2.
And not a-
Do I have a white wife?
You just said black millionaire. Duh. White wife.
Then 2. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be Korean or Filipino.
No.
No, I don't like the way Filipinos talk. Sorry, there goes that viewing audience. No, I don't really get it. I guess I don't really. I would probably trade. I'm not really super proud. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I've seen so many things that I've gotten because I'm white. Just little stupid things.
Well, I've seen things.
Yeah, I've seen things people say to other people. You're like, holy shit. They're in the other room.
I'd
You can't
probably
say
be
that.
in prison if I was black.
Well, you went to prison and you were white, so
That was different. That
Prison
wasn't
is-
real prison. I'm talking real prison.
Prison is full of white people.
I'd have probably stabbed a fool if I was black.
with your penis.
Well, eventually, when I got there, but I would have to stab somebody literally with my knife on the way.
Knife.
I'm offended by the
Knife.
slightest little thing. So to be black would be bad for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather be black than be a woman, though. That's better. I can see that. Still a man. That's always good.
Now that I don't know.
So
If I-
Blaise, if Will was a woman, would you have sex with him?
I think the better question, no.
Why not? You two are like best buds.
Too long to answer anyway.
I was trying to come up with an amusing reverse question, kind of like, are you attracted to minors? And the appropriate question is, well, am I as attracted to adults? Yeah. Hey, I stole that from a John LeSoir video. It's not me.
Like as in people who mine things for a living?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Turkish ones are stuck in a cave right now. No, I'd be black or Hispanic, maybe even Asian, not Filipino. But would I trade to be a woman? That's a tough one.
Now, could you go back in time that you've always been a woman? Are you talking like
Knowing what we know.
Freaky Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis, just all of a
Would you
sudden you're
change bodies with Jamie Lee Curtis?
now.
20 years ago.
He has that
No, wait.
intestinal
Not
problem.
now.
So
That
All she
thing
does
eats
now
too
is
much
sit around and
Activia.
poop.
Yeah, that Activia cannot be good for your stomach.
I have a regular Dannon light, and I'm farting my ass off and
Damn it.
Yoplait. It's actually Yoplait.
Fruit on the bottom.
No, fruit everywhere.
Isn't that
Blueberries on top.
Dannon has
Moving
got to
up
be
in
the
the
gayest
world.
yogurt because it's fruit on the bottom. You get that? Fruit on the
You
bottom.
gotta scoop it up with your spoon. So those are my talking points for the day, and I wrote them on the back of a write-up slip for my brand new machine that I have to write up all the flaws with it.
Can you believe
It's
that?
got 6 hours on it.
Can you believe that someone entrusts him this right here with a $500,000 machine?
660?
$500,000 machine.
well, Patty has retorted with, "Wow, rather be black than a woman, scared of having a V." Yes, because those things are
No,
crazy.
it's not a matter of being scared, but if we got to do the Freaky Friday,
If I could be a woman and know what I know now, I mean, if I just grew up a bitch, yeah, that's fine. But no, to know what I know now and be like,
that word's interchangeable, woman, bitch. It's just in Blaze's mind, just interchangeable. He's like, meh.
it's just not I'm a John LeJoy fan, so every song is full of the word bitch. It's hilarious to me. But
I can't put my penis in your college degree.
so why are you sharing all this information with me? Vagina. What? Anyway, but to trade and be a woman just to know that I'm menstruating all over a cotton tube, just to know that I got a string hanging and I don't have to.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for me.
We've gone to Mars. We have probes on Mars, and yet cotton,
Enough with the lactating. That's what I got to say about
Cotton?
being a woman.
really? That's,
Yeah.
men are like, we're bald. Hey, throw a couple $1 million into research. Let's transplant hairs. Women, 100 years. Oh, you're bleeding from down there?
Plug.
Here's a cork with a string on it.
Put a cork in it, Bridget.
There you go. Here, let's spray some Febreze on it first. That's it. That's
Let's
all you
make the
get?
rapper quiet so you're not embarrassed in public next to the 7 other women that are unwrapping their
Swear to God,
lipstick
Kevin,
tubes as well.
if men were menstruating, if
Oh,
we would have a belt that had like a motorized pump and a tube, and it would pull it out, and it would put it in a jar. You'd never have to touch anything. Oh, yeah, just be like
like a
tool
leaf
time.
back.
It'd be like,
Oh,
it'd be like
I'm
10
so glad I live a part of this patriarchal society. Woo!
I'm against lactation. I think the two things that confound me the most about the human race at this point in our evolution is why women still give milk. I mean, give me a fucking break. And why hammer. Fuck, a hammer, really? It's just no more primal thing than a hammer. I understand it's necessary and it's the only way it can work. But lactating, really? We are not cows here, you know? You would think we would have evolved past that.
What are you talking about?
We have opposable thumbs.
I say the
Yeah.
tampon is the most.
I have a huge lighter. We have a smartphone that'll do anything I want. Well,
But you're
almost.
against lactating? You're against the idea that we can birth something and then also feed it.
Yes, I'm against the feeding part. It creeps me out to the core.
But we're still this animal by nature that, if we lived in the woods somewhere, that we could still provide substance for our young.
That's not what my book says, Kevin.
Ugh. Oh.
I told my wife the same thing years ago. I was like, that just freaks me out that you're feeding a baby from your body. It just
They talk about the miracle of childbirth.
it disturbs
Well, I
me.
saw my littlest be born. It's no miracle. I knew what was going to happen. It's not like a Stephen King novel where you're like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen.
No, it reeks. It reeks.
And then the doctor tried to get me to help.
No.
It's like, no, buddy. No, we're paying you good money.
I cut the cord on the first one. It was disgusting. It was gross, dude. The feeling of the scissors. Just go take a chicken breast and cut it with scissors. It was disgusting. The sound, the feeling, the smell that came out of her. Not the daughter, the wife. I mean, you got a 98-degree sack of bloody fluid inside you. You pop that. It's gross, dude.
Wait, 98 pounds?
98-degree.
Okay.
Not the band.
You've
Yeah.
got a hot
Wait,
sack
your
of fluid.
wife had Nick Lachey up there? What's going on?
I don't know. Blaise says she's going to whorish. So maybe.
Well, it
Maybe.
might have worked. The smell of giving birth is the most disturbing part. That was the part that made me the most upset.
Look, here's all I know. When a horse gives birth, I don't see the dad anywhere around.
Nope.
The mom goes into a stall and plops out the baby horse on some.
Plops that shit out.
Yeah.
On hay.
Yeah.
Hey.
And maybe it would be cooler if the doctor pulled like they do horses, like grabbed your kid by the feet, and just kind of pulled out. And it'd be cool if if my kid would have got up and walked around after 30 minutes, that'd be kind
Oh,
of
how
cool.
creepy would that be? A little baby just be like, ugh, just get up, start walking.
Let me tell you a creepy story about my son being born.
Kevin cares. Look at
Ready,
him.
Kevin?
Yeah, I'm listening.
My wife's in the hospital. The night before, we watched the movie Unbreakable. Horrible M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I liked
Well,
it.
outside of
Right.
Sixth Sense, they're all horrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Devil
So-
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. So anyway, my son is born, comes out, and his
Hopefully.
left foot, Kevin, right?
No left.
Here, my feet don't stink, so don't worry.
Time.
Ready? Just imagine this is the foot. Okay? The foot was turned all the way up, to the side, up to his knee. And I had just watched the movie Unbreakable. And I was like, oh shit. And the other foot's turned a different direction. Yeah, it was freaky.
So, your son Samuel L. Jackson?
Well, he's not that dark.
Stop playing with Google effects.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, it gave me an update, right on my screen.
Because I can't do anything right.
But,
He-
Speaking
my
of
son
baby,
was
Kitty says newborn babies smell like raw ground beef, which she should know And yeah, and because
congratulations
Yes,
to
but
her.
hang on.
Congratulations to her for completing whatever school it was she was doing.
I have a
I thought you
question.
meant congratulations that she's going to spit one out in 9 months.
No, she just finished her schooling.
Yes.
Just as they call it down in her part of the world.
No,
Schooling. Her learning's done.
No offense, Kitty, but I just got to ask. In your case with your heritage, does it smell like chorizo or more ground beef?
She's only half, so it'd be more.
I'm just saying. I'm just wondering.
Well, in
I'm
9
not
months,
that fan.
you can ask her when she has her kid. So
She's not gonna have kids.
You don't think so?
she just posted today that she was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, way to pay attention.
I did not see that.
What kind of a stalker are you, Blaze?
I have. If it's not the first, if I have to scroll down more than this on my phone, I don't see it.
We have one fan that we like.
Yeah, and she just got out of school yesterday, and that was exciting for me.
Not yesterday. It was like a half a week ago.
Oh, that's right. She got the job yesterday.
Yeah, you are horrible at this.
I'm not good at people. This is not my strong suit.
Oh, I'm horrible at people.
Well, congratulations
I
to
don't
her
care.
for babies and school.
And jobs.
And the first diaper, a baby pee smells like Lucky Charms. Straight up. Dry Lucky Charms. Just open a bag of Lucky Charms, smell that, and then go smell a diaper. It's disgusting.
Sometimes when I pee,
Can't
it
eat
smells like fruit. It smells like Fruit Loops and stuff. It's kind of weird.
Lately, my pee has smelled like regret and a little bit like I'm not drinking enough water. Because the new machine is so cold inside, I don't think to drink. And I didn't even finish my iced tea from the fast food place I did not go to today. Yeah, I didn't finish that all day. That's what I drink. It's a smart bottle. I just like the water. I just like the bottles. So I just refill them out of the deep rock machine at work. Because I'm old. Labeled it as a deep rock machine.
You know, Deep Rock water is King Soopers water.
Is it?
Yeah.
From an artesian well in Oakland, California?
Mm-hmm. Or a tap down there in 5
Well,
Points.
yeah.
It comes from an artesian ceramic pipe in 5 Points. What it comes from.
No, that's not a good question. One last thing. We're starting to wander, so if we kill it now, people will want more. If we have fans that are on still.
Well,
I gotta hear what Kitty says about chorizo.
let's see. Summer is still with us, and she says, "I'm lost." Yeah, that makes 2 of us. And
She's the only reason we're on here. Who is she? What,
And-
she
and
needs
Patty-
to ask a question.
Patty
Ask a
has
question.
rightfully said, and now I like Patty again. I have fed a human from my mammary glands. Is that wrong? He is a loving, beautiful human being. Tell him, Kevin. I changed boobies to mammary glands, so I tried to class it up.
And that's good. And that's
On this show? For what purpose?
Stephen
What,
Hawking.
class it
Is
up?
that good?
I was about to talk about how patriarchal societies have very negative ideas towards menstruating, but in a lot of matriarchal societies, they believe that menstruating actually gives women magical powers and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother.
They also believe the camera eats your soul. And the leader of that group that just kidnapped all those schoolgirls, he declared war on America and Abraham Lincoln. I think that's the part of the world we're talking about.
Well,
Like
to be fair, actually, I was talking about a long time ago, but to be fair, Abraham Lincoln, kind of a douche.
There goes all the rest of the fans that don't know what
That's
Civil
right.
War is really about.
The South is going to rise again, so I mean that's.
Let me tell you one good thing about menstruating.
Bring tacos. That's the South I want to rise, okay?
There's one good thing about menstruating. Boys don't like it when you slap them in the face with a tampon. They get freaked out for some reason.
A used tampon or just a normal tampon? Unused.
Well, let's just say that I had 7 sisters, and one time, in a fit of anger, I did grab a tampon, and I did slap someone in the face with it. That's all, just leave it there. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'd probably do it again. I'm just saying.
If you had a tampon at arm's reach now, that
If I had one, but I don't know. Maybe. No, I have no problem with menstruating. I just want to know how in 2014. There's one right there.
Merry Christmas! You won't be using any of these anymore. This is the last one you needed, Kitty. Thanks for that.
I just want to know how, in this day and age, when
whatever you're gonna say is not important, anyways. Kitty says, Hubs is Irish, so my baby will smell like whiskey and chorizo. So.
Oh, whiskey and chorizo.
You know what? That's not a bad combination.
No. It's kind of good.
Her husband's Irish?
Yep.
So, given those two heritages, there's almost a guaranteed ankle bracelet in its future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and alcoholism.
That thing's called an Irish Rolex. That's what the ankle bracelet's really called. So, well,
there's no NBA player in that future.
No, there's no basketball there.
No.
Tennis, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Soccer. Football!
No.
How about just a crazy football fan?
Rugby.
A hooligan.
There you go. Hooligans.
Hooligan.
That's fun to see.
Fukin.
Any other questions? Summer have any questions for us? Summer?
No, she wanted to join, but I was going to randomly send her a link and then try to knock my own self off, but I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, that wouldn't be awkward for us at all.
No, and I was going to do that, yeah. Because
it's actually pretty hilarious.
I let Kitty come on, and you guys were just like...
Well, that was show, but so anybody can just join? They can just literally join the hang?
I can send anybody a link, and they can join. So.
Right.
So do you want to start inviting in random people?
I think it'd be hilarious just to see if they answer. That's what I was going to do tonight. Or no, 2 weeks ago when I logged into Google+. When I found out the password was exactly what you said it was like, wow, it's awkward to type. So I was logging in, and I was just going to send you both requests, assuming you would just answer on your phones from TJ Maxx or whatever store you happen to be in, and that would make for a good show, but I got sidetracked, so.
Yeah, my phone won't let me do that, so I have to come home on my wonderful desktop. And
that's what we're on, too. I don't have a laptop. I'm not hip to the jive. Black man.
Should we call it?
Yep.
Okay.
We had our good run, and I'd like to thank everybody who watched us do this on such short notice, and that next week we'll be back on at 7, even if I'm alone, which I probably will be.
Well, you're forever alone, so.
That's no shit.
Isn't that trademarked by all the people on Facebook? Forever alone.
Forever alone, yeah. I'm actually